Hi everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. Today is the return of Octopath Traveler. This is the break and boost arrangements. We're going to be hearing the boost version only of Battle at Journey's End and the boost version of Daughter of the Dark God. These are requested by J2O Juiced. And before I get started, just want to let you guys know the context. I've just finished beating this game, at least the base 8 stories. And I was bested by something really relevant to this video, which we'll get to later. And yeah, I just wanted to save some of these songs until after I finish playing, so that's where we're at now. And I don't know if these have break versions as well. I'm just hearing the boost versions, they're the ones requested. But I am familiar with these songs, so we get to hear them in a different arrangement. This is Battle at Journey's End, a very beautiful, emotional song, by the way, for a battle song. Okay, so for sure now that I know, boost is definitely like metal arrangements. I just made a comment on another Octopath video that I didn't see the purpose of an 8-string guitar, now I do, you can hear it here. That low note, boom, boom. It's so funny how Octopath Traveler in a metal environment sounds like pirate metal. There was a hidden genre underneath it all. Yeah, you can definitely hear the 8-string here. There's that low note. Dun dun. Oh, the next part. I really like the next part coming up. I wonder what they're gonna do with it here. Oh, okay. These are really interesting arrangements, the boost ones. It's very technically impressive though, like, it just sounds odd to me. So that part I like, they took it out and added a whole new section. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You hear that? You hear how low that is? That's nature. It's so cool. For those that don't know the guitar world, 8 strings and even more. That's what gets used in Doom from Mick Gordon stuff. If that low. This is so weird. Like, I don't know how to feel about these. I'm being completely honest here. I like Octopath Traveler for what it is. And this is weird because I like metal and play metal and, but something just feels off to me about the boost versions. I don't know how to explain it. It's not that I don't like them. I think they're very technically impressive and they have a lot of different metal genres in them. I think it's really cool in theory on paper. But there's just something in my brain that's just like not letting me enjoy them fully. Whereas like the break versions I really enjoy, I don't know, maybe it just seems to me like too out of place. And again, I'm saying this as I don't want to call myself primarily a metal guitar player, but I definitely know metal and can play it, and I've been playing it for over 20 years. I know the genre very well. But it just sounds a little off to me. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. That's like all I can really say about it. It's a great song, and I enjoyed it. I thought I'll say this. I enjoyed little bits and pieces of it. But I think overall, I don't know. You know what? This is what I'm really curious on. The only time I heard a break and boost version before today was years ago when I heard They Who Govern Reason. I'm really curious to how I reacted to it back then because I hadn't played the game yet. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if I was like all about it because it was just new and fresh. Because that was the first time I heard Octopath Traveler, period. Whereas now I know what the game is like. And maybe that's why it's like kind of, That's interesting. Think of it this way. I've never experienced this before. I've had, rarely, a context shift in the channel where I kind of see what's happening and then revisit and then I like it more or I understand it more. This time, for the first time, I have context and I like what I'm hearing less. I guess you just never know what you're going to click with, right? That's so bizarre to me. Okay, now this song, Daughter of the Dark God. I feel like all my memories are going to come flooding back in. I'm not even going to talk about this. This is a spoiler. Huge spoiler, but if you know, you know. And again, I really like the original song quite a bit. I don't ever want to hear it again in the nicest way possible. But let's see what the boost version of Daughter of the Dark God is. I have heard the original. I reacted to the original before I played it, and I've recently heard it in-game. This is Daughter of the Dark God boost version, Yasunori Nishiki. The memories. Oh, this sounds cool though. This sounds cool. I like this. The other one was cool too. Maybe it just depends on like a certain day that I hear it. Maybe I'll come around to them. I feel so conflicted right now. A big part of my brain is like, yeah, this is sick. Another part's like, isn't that weird? Do other people experience stuff like that? I feel like most people are either like black and white about the whole thing. I like this or I don't like it. I'm literally fighting with myself in here. There's a lot of cool riffs in this. Original new riffs. I'll give it that. Like this. The boost versions have a lot of character. individual things. There's a lot of guitar in these songs. There's 3 guitars right here. 4. 4 guitars. You know what this does for me? It makes me want to hear the original. Like right now. A bell? Is there a bell in the original? Damn, that's a dope riff. Dude, I gotta give it up for them, where credit is due. They wrote some cool banger stuff. It's just weird that they chose Octopath for it. Does any of this make sense? Or do you guys think I'm crazy for even, like, saying it's... I don't know. It really is so dope, and yet not at the same time. What a roller coaster these songs are. You know what this sounds like to me? It sounds like a YouTube cover of Octopath Gone Metal or something. It's hard for me to believe this is official. It really is. I got an idea. I'm excited for this idea. There's a lot of bells in this one. I don't remember there being bells in the original song. I'll tell you what, though. I've never felt this way, I think, on the channel. It's very unique and weird. Like I said, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but there's parts where I'm just like, dude, hell yeah. Like, what? That's so cool. And it is cool. You know, I'm not, like, gaslighting. That's sick. But I think what it comes down to is freshly playing the game, I'm biased towards the originals. Which I'm going to say is probably not that uncommon to think this way. Because you have to realize metal is already like a divisive kind of genre. You either like it or you don't. So I'm curious for the Octopath fans out there, like, do you like this? Do you appreciate it? Or do you just skip these altogether? Now, earlier I said, I was like, you know what? Let me go listen to the first time I heard it, which was They Who Govern Reason, as someone who's never played Octopath and never heard Octopath. But I was like, I could just do it right now. So I'm actually going to not watch the whole thing, but I'm going to react to myself. I'm going to react to me. Oh God, my red hair and skunk stripe. When was this? Today is March 25th, 2025. This was August 12th, 2022. First time I ever heard Octopath, ever. But apparently in this one, I also heard the break and boost range. Now, I don't know if I heard the break version or the boost version. I don't know. I just used this video the other day too on something else, but I haven't heard the ranges. Let me see how I reacted to this 3 years ago. That's the original. Okay, so that's the boost version then. I pretty much have gathered that boost means metal in these. I seem to be enjoying myself. Oh man. But I also had no idea as well. So it's the same thing, just essentially turned to 11 and more guitars. A different type of intensity. You know, that's actually kind of funny because I think it was just the cards that was dealt, because that song is amazing regardless. Break or boost or not, like They Who Govern Reason is sick. Dun, 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 da, 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 da. I think ultimately what it comes down to when it comes to the boost versions of Octopath Traveler stuff, I think it's gonna have to depend on my mood, what I'm doing. Like, do I want to hear these while driving or working out? I don't think I'm going to hear them casually, but I also think it goes further beyond that and has to depend on what song is being boosted. I think They Who Govern Reason is such a good song on its own, whereas when I heard Decisive Battle 2 boosted, I was like, what is this? This is so fast. It sounds so jarring. These were okay. This is such a weird video, I'm sorry. But it's true, you know, I'm gonna be honest in these. First of all, I never watch my own videos, so that was weird. And second, it's so rare that I'm conflicted on, do I like it, do I not? And there was something else, but I forgot. It's just, and it's very, very rare that I come back to a song, or I come back to do a reaction with context, and it's not like more praise or, oh, I get it. It's like, So basically, long story short, is I'm extremely conflicted, and I'm like thinking too much about it, and that's what I do in my brain. I just kind of think too much, but I'll condense this down as much as I can. From what I gathered, these past 3 videos, the break and boost arrangements are very good and very cool. I think I prefer the break versions more. Ultimately, I prefer the originals. The boost versions would be my least favorite, and yet they're still pretty damn good, and they add quite a bit. So do the break versions. They add their own new instruments and melodies, but the boost versions are like really technically impressive, really good drumming, really cool electric guitar, 8-string stuff. There's just a part of me that's like, well, it doesn't feel like Octopath anymore. And then there's just kind of, I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. It just sounds to me more like a YouTube cover than an official thing. But that's not a bad thing. Anyways, I'm going to stop trying to justify. I'm very curious what your thoughts are on these. So, and let me know if you were there for the playthrough. I know a lot of people are waiting for me to return to that game and beat it. And I kind of have no answer for it. As of right now, I haven't decided what I want to do with the end of Octopath. I left on such a sour note that I don't have motivation to return to it right now. And I don't know when or if I'm going to return to it. It hasn't even been a week, so I'm still thinking. Still a great game, and I really enjoyed it, and it's been really fun. I met a lot of cool people. Anyways, that is, to my knowledge, all of Octopath Traveler on this channel now. 1. There's still the mobile game, and there's still 2. But that is all the reactions now officially complete for Octopath Traveler on the Auditorium. So that's exciting. Strange video, but if you stuck around, then thank you. It's been a long journey. It's been 3 years. It's been 3 years. Crazy. Well, almost 3 years. Basically 3 years. Great game, though. I love it. That was Battle at Journey's End and Daughter of the Dark God. If you want to watch my 9-hour VOD of me attempting the Gate of Finis. The Gate of Nonsense. It's right there. Thank you to all the Octopath fans for sticking around. Thank you to J2O Juiced. Thank you to all the Patreon members you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. I will see you when I see you.